very, very much. I have note cards. I'm not going to read to you. This is just in case I panic and go blank, which I can do. It's so nice to be here today, and I'm so honored to and shocked in my own weird ways. My mother would hate me saying this, but I always, still do, consider television has been like a third parent to me. It was the first thing I said hello to when I would let myself into the house after school, therefore it was a teacher to me, and it is still an object that I consider somewhat a friend. Maybe companion is actually a better word for that. I hope that doesn't sound sad, but I do mean it. My earliest memories of television were very sitcom related. Early mornings, Hazel, I Love Lucy. After school in the afternoon would be Three's Company. Prime time consisted, really when I was in my heyday of my own version of must-see TV, Family Ties, Cosby Show, Who's the Boss. It was later in life that I began to respect some of the shows my dad liked, which were also sitcoms, like Taxi, Soap, Barney Miller. Did not get them when I was young, didn't get it. It was too adult, I guess. Anyway, what's funny though is that obviously for me this was not wasted time, this time spent in front of the TV. It was working on my brain because I went on to school to study acting, and I did a lot of that with theater obviously, but these television shows are really my first lessons in acting. You know, some part of me knew that like John Ritter had incredible comedic timing, even though I didn't know what the word timing meant, you know. There was another part of me that would watch a Mary Tyler Moore rerun and understood very well that, and still I'm amazed by you, looking at some of those scenes in a show like that, the emotional depth in one scene of that sitcom, and the precise directorial execution of movements of a cast of 5 or 7 at the same time. And once again, I wasn't doing any of my own scene work then yet, but there was part of me that got it and was learning from that. I'm very fortunate as an actor to be working at all in any form. I work hard at it, but I am very lucky that I get to do this. I'm something beyond fortunate and lucky that I'm getting to work in a medium that is still such an important part of my life, and in a style sitcom that for me it just feels like home. You know, it was sort of a dream I had of doing it without even knowing that I was having that dream. I just was living it. I knew I'd get stuck. There was something else I wanted to say. See, this is why I make the big bucks. There we go. When I bring friends and family to tapings of The Big Bang, without fail, all of them talk about, I can't believe how many people it takes to put on a show, and it always serves a reminder for me too. I'm like, you're right. 'Cause, I mean, they're talking about the camera crew, they're talking about my mother's always like, I can't believe all the hair and makeup and clothing people on you and between every shot. And I'm like, God, you're right. We're surrounded by, it takes a lot of people to put this on. But one of the things it highlights for me, and if you're not here, it's hard to get, how many more people on top of that it takes to get a show on the air. And more importantly, keep a show on the air. And I am so grateful that when we first hit the air, there was a sizable enough group of people that liked what they saw and thought, you know what, with a little time to tell these solid stories, to develop what seemed to be relatable characters coming on, they can capture an audience. And because in my opinion, it takes a lot of courage and a lot of faith to allow a show of any sort, but the time to grow, not only into itself, but while it's doing that, into the homes and the lives of people. And I thank all of you very much for being part of a group that has done exactly that. It's certainly changed my life, and I sound so sentimental, don't I? But I'm so grateful, and thank you so much for this. I've really enjoyed being here today. Thank you.